Please welcome again Karolina Saviova on stage for the closing remarks.
Thank you so much. Hopefully you do not think that we're a bunch of nerds who can spend hours on listing content. This is really in order to demonstrate how much this entire team cares about representing your properties in the best way we actually can. It's not only about the transaction, it really is about spotlighting all the amazing effort you are making, and we do see it and we want to elevate it. I was trying to take notes throughout the day and really make sure to summarize it in a structured and punchy way, but I kind of will leave it to the expert, Helen Jefferys from the UK Accommodation Services team, and a never-ending source of information for us, inspiration, and an amazing user, of course, of all the Alto Vita content. And last but not least, a source of a little bit of pressure to Alto Vita in order to make sure that we're not only compliant, but we always deliver on our services. Helen, over to you.
Thank you, and thank you for giving me this opportunity. I obviously didn't get the memo on the sparkly dress, so apologies for that. But thank you for the invitation to this fifth event. I know Karolina mentioned at the beginning about we're ready for a drink or two after this, so I'll try and keep it fairly brief after the awards. But bigger and better, I think, is what Karolina started with right at the beginning. Great event, great location at least for a great event. So I think bigger and better is definitely what it is. So well done on that to you, to Vivian, to all the Altovitians and the team. I think it's been a very informative afternoon. So just a very quick recap on what we've heard and talked about this afternoon. We obviously started with talking about the Middle East and the Middle East landscape, which we know from a corporate perspective is very focused. The growth and the development happening in the Middle East is something definitely to be watched. So we're watching that in terms of the number of beds that are being delivered, the brands that are being delivered, and not only the major brands that we work with, but also the smaller brands that are coming through, which I think is super important as well to watch exciting developments. I know, like I say, from a corporate perspective, it's one that we are watching. Obviously, we're busy. We're working hard in the Middle East, working with Alto Vita in the Middle East. So it's an exciting opportunity for us as well. Then we had Karen, which I thought was brilliant. I thought it was very informative. I said to someone earlier, it's quite interesting to hear as a corporate that the challenges you face from another corporate are always very similar. So no 2 days are the same. Absolutely. And building on relationships, I think that is super important. We find in our industry as well, it's key. You have to have everybody on board to be able to deliver that message, and everyone's buy-in is so important. So totally agree on that. And then obviously the three mantras, which I think were great: transparency, communication, and trust. One's really to work with, which was super. Thank you, Karen. We then had the product demo, which Alto Curate, where we met Michael. Great, Michael, loved that. And then Alto Search, where we met Olivia. Not quite sure who I liked more. I think they were both fantastic. But yes, the message of positioning your properties, very, very important. Again, from our side, from the corporate perspective, really key for us and for our travellers. So make sure that they are, make sure you do everything you can. You've got great tools, great systems that can be used with Alto Vita. So I would absolutely say, just do the best that you can do on those and work with those positions that you can give. And then we had Danny, Kim and Justin. So again, talking about sustainability and Breezeway, again, from our perspective, which is so important, duty of care, we can't, it's something we will never, ever get away from, as well as sustainability, which we know has become a buzzword in the last few years, but very, very important. I think, we've had some great successes with Danny and Breezeway. So again, thank you for your support on that. It's been. I know it's not always been easy, but it's been great. So thank you to the suppliers who've worked again with us for a corporate. It's been very informative and a lot of learnings along the way. And I can tell you now, from our perspective, there are some other providers that don't do those things, don't have those items in place. So we don't work with those safety and security measures in place. So we don't work with them. So it's very important, and it makes a big thing for us when we can go out to our travellers and tell them that we have these safety and security measures in place for them. And Kim, I think, just tell us your USP. I think that's, again, really key. Tell us why our travellers are going to stay with you and not with anybody else. Nearly done. And then we had just had Julia and Lucinda. Thank you for that. Alto Core seamlessly connecting everything to all Alto Vita systems, which I think Alto Vita again, which is one of the things that we were so massively impressed with, is the technology and everything that connects together so quickly, and everything that can be put into place very quickly by a lot of your teams. I think the 2.5 months to a soft launch, we can testament to the fast workings of Alto Vita and their connectivity. Absolutely. Saves time. One of the most important things as a corporate travel buyer, always saving time is going to be key for us, definitely. So we look forward to what can come next. And I think just, again, on that note, looking forward into 2025, key things for us to look out for, especially things like AI. There's no getting away from it. It's massive for us as a corporation, for a firm. We're doing a lot more with AI now, and working with partners who are bringing that into what they can do is fantastic for us. Alto 360 and the launch of that, which again looks very exciting. I think that'll be fantastic. And then again, I think someone in the room mentioned it earlier, data. I mean, we are real data geeks. We love the data, and we get so much of that from Alto Vita, and it's great because it shows what we're doing is right for us and for our people. So just keep doing what you're doing, and again, well done on a great event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Helen. And such incredible conclusion. There's very little to say for the end. Just a huge thank you, of course, to the team. And now we're moving to the really, really fun part of the evening. And with that, I will hand over to Joy.